Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Mm. Um, so, good Saturday morning, and I'm kind of in movement agility mode this morning. On Saturdays, 2 or 3 Saturdays a month, I've been going down to Cane's, a motorcycle shop, and we have the place where I work at the Fresh Start Recovery Center. We're raffling off a motorcycle, and so I go there to sell tickets, and it's fun. For me, it's my community piece, the thing I like to do to support our organization, what we do for men in recovery, and so it's my way of being part of that. And so I'm down there all day today, or not all day, from 10 till 3. If you'd like to come and yeah, come and get a ticket, come and say hi today at Cane's. So I just wanted to share, well, what was coming up is the thinking mind. We think we know what's best for us. And let's say you're in a relationship with a fella and it's over. And the mind says, "Oh no, I can't. I love him. He's just the man for me." And so we say, "This is wrong. This is he. He should smarten up. He should come back." Or if your partner, was your lady who left you, same thing. Oh my gosh. So we think in the thinking mind, often in right and wrong, good and bad. We make judgments, and we think we know what's best for us and best for the world generally from that place, the ego mind, the thinking mind. So if you're ever in this space of, oh my God, I can't believe it, he must be so stupid, how could he leave me? That's the ego mind saying, I know better than life. This is not right. I can't live without him. So just breathe into that. Just breathe into it. It's quite natural that we have that, and it's universal for many of us until we get to a certain state of awareness. And what does come in time, if you stick with this awakening, is, oh, I wonder what's next. Oh, I wonder, you know, thank you for the time we had together. That was appropriate, or it was beautiful, or whatever. So it our whole attitude and outlook upon life changes. And so, or the same thing with a job. If you've lost your job, and it's like the worst thing. People actually go into depression, and they lost their partner, they've lost their job, their dog died. These things all happen. This is life. And the ego mind wants to judge. It's a judging machine. It's a story-making, meaning-making machine. And it's like, how can I live without them? How can I'll never find another job or whatever. I'll never have another dog like that. Well, in a way, that's true. And that's life. Maybe the next dog will be more amazing, and more fun to be with. Who knows, So it's just life on life's terms. It really is. And watch the mind. People say, well, what does it mean to become awakened? Well, one of the first things that happens is we start to see that our thoughts are not us. We are not our thoughts. And sometimes in meditation, we can just leave our thoughts outside the door when we're going to meditate. We can leave our thoughts and our worries and our concerns and our ideas and our beliefs and our conditioned responses all outside the door when we sit to meditate, and just be in as close to nothingness as possible. Just and if a thought comes, pay it no mind. Give it no energy. Recognize that life is always going to have its way with you. And there isn't any, it's an illusion to think that we are in control. We're not in control. We have some control on our responses, but not in what's happening in our life. So just relax, breathe in, breathe out, right? Who says that? A friend of ours. So be with what is in the moment and watch the judgments. The judgment, as soon as you're judging, you know that we're in our head, in our thinking mind, and it can get pretty sticky, with in that mind there's fighting going on over the kids, over property. Just relax. Just relax. I remember, I don't. I just remember that when I was married twice and I got divorced twice. We got divorced, and in both cases there was some discussion over custody of the children. I never debated it. I never did. I always said, hey, kids should be with their mom, and it never happened that way. There was just no fight. It was like, oh, and then, I was involved in my children's lives, and they came and stayed at my house and moved in and all kinds of things, but it wasn't because I insisted, ever. It was, I just surrendered. There, things will unfold. There was no fight. Okay. That was just, my business. I'm not suggesting anything enjoy relating. I don't know. I can't tell. Just know that when we're in a this is wrong, or we're feeling entitled, or I have my rights, then we're in our ego. Yeah. And we're trying to push, often a square peg into a round hole. And that's, that's called stress. It's all self-induced. Stress is self-induced. It's an inside job. So surrender in each moment. Just let go. This is not your day. If you're living in a way that's connected to a higher power, then we're here each day to serve that higher power and to serve love. If love is the higher power, we're here to serve love. So we get up in the morning and say, well, oh, what a beautiful day love has made. I'm here to be that love, to be that God in each day. In totally accepting, totally grateful. That's it. Thank you. I don't know. Are we August 25th? No, we're not. We're July. We're July. What day are we? Gosh. Hi, Kathy Lynn. We're July something, aren't we? I think we're July 25th. We are, aren't we? Here we go. Downa, Robin, Darna, D-A-W-N-A, Downa, Robin. Hi. It says here, July 25th. This is from this little book. It was written in 1954, so it's a little dated, but it's kind of fun, and it's geared towards people in the 12-step world. Because for us, when we're still practicing our addictions, we're so in our ego, we're so selfish and self-centered. Grossly selfish and self-centered. And living a facade as a practicing alcoholic or addict. And so this book is geared towards helping us see each day how that we can live in a different way. So the man who wrote it in 54, I think was ahead of his time. And yet now as I read it, lots of stuff has shifted. The planet has shifted for the better, I believe. It says we are living in borrowed time. Well, that's true, isn't it? Always, each moment is a gift. We are living today because of the 12 steps and the grace of God. And what there is left of our lives, we owe to the 12 steps and to God. According to him, what there is left of our lives, So from this day forward, I'm here to serve, period. We should make the best use we can of our borrowed time and in some small measure pay back for that part of our lives which we wasted before we came into the 12 steps into recovery. Our lives from now on are not our own. I was just saying that. My life belongs to love, to God, to each moment. I'm in gratitude. We hold them in trust for God and AA. 12 steps. We must do all we can to forward the great movement that has been given in the new lease and given us a new lease on life. Am I holding my life in trust for the 12 steps? So this was 54. It was only like 19 years since the first Dr. Bob got sober in June of 35. June of 35, and then the book was finally published in 39, the big book. So this is only like 15 years after the publishing of the book. So the AA and the 12 Steps organization, the fellowship, was very small at the time. Very small. Meditation for the day. Just hold your life in trust for God. Think deeply on what that means. Is anything too much to expect from such a life? No. Do you begin to see how dedicated a life in trust for God can be? In such a life, miracles can happen and do every day. If you are faithful, you can believe that God has many good things in store for you. God, the universe, Father of light. There are many concepts for this oneness that really can't be spoken of because we can't describe it. But in this book, he calls it God. God can be Lord of our life, controller of our days, of our present and our future. Try to act as God guides and leave all the results up to him. Do you hold back? Do not hold back, but go all out for God and the better life. Make good your trust. Make good your trust. Okay. So he's saying we did do a contract. Really, step 3 is a contract. In the 12 steps, we say in step 3, God, I offer myself to thee to build with me and do with me as thou wilt. I think that's a straight out offer. Relieve me the bondage of self, that I may better do thy will. Take away my difficulties, that victory over them may bear witness to those out help of thy power, thy love, and thy way of life. So that's our deal. It is a contract. When you read that prayer, it's like, I'm stepping up to do whatever is needed. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may hold my life in trust for God. I pray that I may no longer consider my life as all my own. It cannot be my own. There is no me. Me, the old me, was just an agglomerate of stories, attitudes, beliefs, conditioned ideas. I am things. I am a man, or I am a Canadian, or I am a whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all just story. Okay. Love you guys, and see you soon. Come visit me at Cain's today, down in the local Harley Davidson shop where we're raffling off a motorcycle. Okay? Love you guys. Have a super day. Breathe in, breathe out. All right.